Hey guys, welcome to Cooking Around. My name's Aaron, I'm your host today. I'd like you to join me as we experience the best that Mal País has to offer. We're here on location on the southern tip of the Nicoya Peninsula in an area that's well known for activities such as surfing, horseback riding, canopy tours, sailing, and visited by people from all over the world that come here with their families to reconnect with nature. The special magic of this place here where we are right now is we're surrounded by the Pacific Ocean and the beautiful lush tropical jungles. So I'd like you to join me today as we serve up the best that this place has to offer. Welcome to Mal País. This area wasn't always as easy to get to and as well known as it is now. Today it's very easy. You can get here on a ferry, you can fly in. There's people that come here from all over the world to have their vacations, to spend time with their family. We're lucky enough to be here pretty much by ourselves in this beautiful tropical paradise.
Bebo un trago en el bar de los malditos y me pierdo en la noche que te llama.
All right guys, we're here at the local fishing village in Mal País in Costa Rica, and we're going to see what the guys have been catching. So here's one of the local fishermen, and let's go see what they have that's fresh for today. Hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? Pura vida. Buena nota, mucho gusto. ¿Tienen algo de pescado? Vamos a ver. Wow, ¿esto qué es? Atún, qué bueno. Check this out, man. We got some super fresh yellowfin tuna. Definitely. Wow, 2.5 kilos one piece. This is off a big fish, definitely. So here we go. Some fresh tuna. Let's go cook it up, guys. This is a really high-tech piece of equipment for getting starfruit out of this tree. Now I'm going to try and find just the perfect one that's going to combine well with our tuna. Let's see, find a ripe one. Go. Look at that. Absolutely magnificent. This is going to be the perfect complement because it's nice and sweet, a little bit tangy, loaded with vitamin C and antioxidants, and it's going to go really well with our tuna carpaccio we're going to make with that fresh yellowfin we just got. Right on. All right guys, so we're here on location. We just picked up our fresh tuna. We found a nice spot on the beach, built a fire, and we're just getting ready to prep up our two preparations for today. So we're gonna cut these into long, thin strips. We're gonna julienne them, and this is gonna be part of the base of our salad because we're going for nice contrast in color and flavor. And we're gonna go with some of this coriander, otherwise known as cilantro, or in Spanish, cilantro castilla. The variation would be the cilantro coyote. Now part of this we're gonna use for garnish. So what I'm going to do is bunch them up together, and you want to cut this on a bias. Okay, so that's about good there. That's all I want for that. Now for the garnish part, we're going to take this green part up top here and cut it nice and fine. Now chili peppers. Okay, so now we have that. What we're going to do is same kind of style as with our carrots. We're going to do a long, thin julienne cut on that. Okay. Now this arugula is locally grown at one of our partners' projects, which is Hacienda Okra, and this is all locally grown, hydroponic, organic, and it's ready to go. So this we can just take out of the bag. You always want to take a look at it, take off any roots. And this is their baby arugula, which works really, really nice for salads. So here in this bowl we have our arugula, onions, bell peppers, green onion, and cilantro. And we're just going to give that a light mix, and we're going to add some oil and seasonings on top of that, and that's going to give us our nice contrast. Since we're going Asian style, you always got to have a little bit of sesame oil. So do a little shot of that in there. A little bit of regular cooking oil. I like to use sunflower just to blend everything and get it all going. Obviously a little bit of black pepper. little bit of salt. We're gonna take our cast iron frying pan, and that's just gonna go right on there just like that. And that's gonna start to heat up nicely. Perfect. Again with our salad, a little shot of soy, just a few drops. So in Costa Rica, we have these beautiful mandarin limes, but this has a really, really nice, really juicy, a really good value buy. And some ginger, because we want that nice freshness. So half of this ginger I'm gonna put in the salad, just like that. The other half is gonna go in our mortar and pestle. So we're gonna make a nice little sauce to go on top of the tuna that we sear. Gonna hit a little bit of oil in there. We're gonna throw some black pepper in there, freshly ground. A little bit of salt, and then just grind that up. Now first, we're gonna make our tuna carpaccio. So what I did here was just separate this piece because it's the top part of the muscle. It has a totally different texture. What I'm gonna do now is break down this piece of tuna. So here we have the main part of the loin. I'm gonna cut that in half. Half we're gonna sear and half we're gonna cut into carpaccio. So I'm gonna take the top part, which is the most tender, and split this right down the middle. Just open it up. This is fantastic tuna. Beautiful marbling on there, beautiful color. So this is the part I'm gonna sear, a little bit bigger. This is the piece we're gonna cut into beautiful tuna sashimi, tuna carpaccio, and plate it up with our fantastic salad. Now when you're cutting tuna for any kind of sashimi or carpaccio, there's a trick. One of them is to have a really sharp knife, like we have right here. The other trick is no back and forth sawing motion, because what that does, it messes up the texture of our tuna. So what we're gonna do is go in once, one cut. Nice, thick cut, beautiful sashimi. And use our knife to just kind of organize that. Now we're just gonna plate this up, all our fresh cut tuna. And you see, it's always good to use your knife. Put that down on one side. I'm gonna kind of organize those around like that. Hit this with a little fresh black pepper, a little bit of salt. Always want to play with the colors a little bit, so we're gonna hit that with a little bit of black sesame seeds. Now this is the part where having everything ready comes into play. We're gonna finish it off with a little twist of fresh citrus. All right, ready guys? Let's cook some tuna. All right guys, now we're gonna sear some tuna. So I'm just gonna check the fire here real quick, make sure our pan's still nice and hot. Because remember, we want that fast, hot cooking action. So we have this beautiful piece of tuna loin that I cut off earlier. And we're just gonna season that liberally, quite liberally, with black pepper and coarse sea salt. You wanna get a nice bit of pepper on there and pat it in. Do a check, nice and hot, right into the fire. And that's the sound we're looking for, that nice sizzle as that hits the pan. And you can see it start to cook. And you can control that, watching it as it's in the pan. You can watch the heat start to transfer up through the meat. And that's why having a nice uniform chunk of tuna when you're doing something like this is so important. So you can get an even cooking throughout the whole piece. All right guys, now our tuna's cooked. We're gonna take it out of the pan and let it sit, fix up our garnishes and get ready to plate this beautiful piece of tuna. Here we go. Look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. You see how that's nice and even all the way through? And we're gonna cut this almost 1 inch thick. We want nice chunks. Let's see the reveal here. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, that looks fantastic. What do you think of that, guys? That looks pretty good to me. Cut a few chunks here. And we're gonna organize this on our plate. Now remember, we're also gonna hit this with some of that special sauce we made. And also we're gonna hit that with some fresh black pepper, a little bit of salt, and get some of that beautiful sauce. Remember, that's got our fresh ginger, different herbs. Gonna take some of our star fruit that we got off the tree earlier, because this is gonna add a nice little acidic touch to each one of those. And finish it up, a little bit of purple onion in the middle. And hit that up with a little bit of our black sesame that we got going on over here. And to finish, last little bit of our lemon, right on top of each one. Here we go, guys. Beautiful seared tuna, fresh caught, cooked right up on the beach. Pura vida, Costa Rica. All right, guys, thanks for joining us today on Cooking Around. It's been an absolute pleasure having you all. We got all this beautiful fish to eat. We're here in the best kitchen in the world. The end of the road, Mal País, Costa Rica.
Allá en tu mal país, donde no existo, en donde sigo esperándote en la puerta. ¿Será mi culpa o será el destino? Que ya no sé si voy o estoy de vuelta, o si el amor que amé y perdí en el viento fue solo el canto de tu risa marinera. Me queda el rojo de aquel sol muriendo allá en tu mal país, quemando el cielo.